Charles, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to have your testimonial and support. I really appreciate it. So before we started working together, what was motivating you to want to hire a career coach?
It was primarily the lack of direction and being overwhelmed with options, really not knowing what direction I wanted to take my career in. I know I wanted to sign up for a gym membership, but I didn't really know where to start with exercise plans and all that. So I hired a trainer.
What specifically was it about Best You Career Advantage that helped you make that choice?
Ultimately, it came down to the personality and just really the vibe that I got from speaking with you at and your service, and really feeling like we were aligned on vision, that you really could help me given my background and your experience and perspective.
What was it about that process that really helped you to get focused?
Really just talking about the background of my career journey up until that point, and talking about really what was important to me personally, what are some of my passions, how do I bring in my own worldview. And then from there, we talked about different options for career paths, different kinds of titles and the like. And then further along into the process, we really narrowed down on what my purpose and my vision, not just for my professional life, but my life overall, was going to be, and that really crystallized what's important to me in my next career. And going from that, it was pretty easy to then look at the opportunities that were out there.
I remember that you have a story about you took some time off and you went back to your hometown and then you drove back. Can you share that story and kind of what crystallized for you as you had more time to process about what you then wanted to do and what you're going to do now?
A nice little anecdote: after leaving my previous assignment at a pharmaceutical company, I was taking some time off just for myself. I went back to Boston to see some friends and family. And, again, with that time, I decided to take a road trip from Boston all the way out to the Grand Canyon. I didn't realize what an amazing experience it would be to be there at the Grand Canyon, standing at the ledge of this massive piece of geographical architecture, for lack of a better word. It made me feel so connected just with life and with the universe. And then again, reminding me that we only get one life. It's important to do what's important to you and to take time for yourself. So with that, I was re-energized, came back home, again, took a little more time to sort things out and plan a path forward. And I'm really glad I did, because now I'm in an amazing position doing exactly what I want to be doing.
How did you dig deep and really figure out what your vision and purpose was? Can you explain some of the tools we used and how that helped you to peel that onion back?
Yeah, so there was a little bit of structure and some exercises that I remember we went through, talking about, what I'm doing now, what matters to me, what motivates me, and what is the why of the next kind of opportunity or what I would like to be doing, and then looking at what that might look like. So I remember we talked about my professional history and talent acquisition, all the scheduling and the logistical work and some of the programs that I led. What really excited me about all of that, which was just working with people and seeing something built and developed that was tangible to people's lives. Why is that important to me? Because I'm, helping to expand the body of knowledge and really elevating some people earlier in their career, specifically for me. And so now, knowing all that, I was able to find an opportunity where I get to have flexibility where I work. It's a very collaborative atmosphere. It's very entrepreneurial. It's academia and industry adjacent, so I get both the best of both worlds. And there's an office that I can go to if I'm ever back in Boston.
What drew your interest to that role? And tell us a little bit about the interview process and then how you leverage some of the advice and tips that Best You provided to you.
Sure. So, when I dove back into my job search recently, I was really coming prepared with all of the techniques and the strategies that we had discussed during our sessions. So it was a lot of conversations with my network, talking with some recruiters at different companies, even if they didn't have something open at the time, taking a look at what was out on LinkedIn in terms of articles, trends popping up, the combination of being strategic about applying directly to positions so that I wasn't, having my application stuck in an applicant tracking system filter. And then also working with some agency recruiters. And that's how I found this opportunity specifically. Having almost double the pay is also kind of nice for the role, but then working with a recruiter, being able to be specific with them about what I'm looking for and what matters to me really helped both of us hone in on this opportunity.
So wait, are you saying that you doubled your income?
Yes.
Well, congratulations. And so what advice would you give for anyone who wants to advance in their career about how to double their income? What are the main pieces of advice?
The biggest advice I would say is that know your worth and then add 10%. Because these days it's so much easier to negotiate for higher pay, whether it's at your current job and you're looking for, kind of a shakeup, but you want to stay with your company, or look at other companies because they're looking for well-qualified workers. And it's a candidate's market out there right now.
What are the two top things that you think that you got from coaching with me, and how were you able to leverage those 2 or 3 top things?
I would say the number one thing is a vision. And without a vision, I just felt like I was kind of bumping up against walls and not really strategic with my decision making and the opportunities that I was looking for. So I really appreciate working with you, because that was what I was looking for initially, was to develop my vision and really understand what is important to me. And then the other piece is confidence. The tools and the strategies of knowing how to go out there, present myself in the best light possible, getting comfortable with approaching new contacts, whether through LinkedIn or through networking sessions, and then really feeling like I can go outside my comfort zone boldly.